Angelo Badalamenti.
Angelo Badalamenti. Angelo Badalamenti.
Mr. Lynch lives or will be live forever. Good morning, Mr. President. So simple, or simply, or simple, or simply, or simply, or simply. Or simply, dai. What inch? It's April 19th, 2025. It's Saturday. For those who believe, happy Easter's Eve to everyone. Or Saturday Eve to everyone. In Naples, we have the same middle sky. Se non si chiede middle for me means posso insomma clear at symmetrical with the clouds sky. In fact it's this once again sicuramente also seem to external drugs is also one that I think not cold it's surely not cold I think yes and not one and it's early enough but it's 13 and 6 minutes 6 for Fahrenheit 10 Celsius and this means this is really soft quindi si pierce perché soft si calci for the spring at also the period since we started parts of 3 better say 4 years ago since that summer channel could be return 4 years while for this period spring walls triggers stop some non piccolo amore sono amore c'è su così amici tra lei si vede mi sento così so se siete simultanei ma così perché più 112 minuti si mettono per separare lo stadio tutto per me and I didn't see do any collaboration indica il support factor from summer and winter senza fatto di audio si dice for quel sono si chiesi aggettivo soft for the summer aggettivo hot for the winter aggettivo cold so sono cose sono si chiesi a casi aggettivi non si ricordano in inglese at least for me was nothing was anything I'm so good in copying yes make In fact, it really seems, in particular since the Friday, April 4, particularly since the Friday, April 11, it really seems the first weeks or periods of spring. And if during the night it really also seems in the part of winter, atmosphere at this for me and for several people, but in general, for me also good in still not in the sky. So atmosphere in general, today I don't know if I can see anything just for eclipses. It's good, but not completely. In fact, can be as a few minutes. Being a referendum, think at temperature 26, repeats just before 64 and 4 Fahrenheit 18 Celsius. But l'importante thing is atmosphere, it's not cheap. It's before 2 essere cortine sono nuove, semplicemente totalmente se cortine in generale should sia most perfect trace suppose fa caso di andare a ripetere se si sa messo sky middle clear time clouds alternative quindi clouds is clouds behind the sky and considering the trend according to according to the considering my sensation considering the period considering other things that I think that later could became non know if totally most sure most cloudy and also that my terrain fino a few moments terrain and if at the moment is truly at the moment is a remote possibility but as we send visionati magicians of wizards so sim if it's clear second scheme very clear well bad perhaps better contro bad well at the moment so series dimentico il winner non vi portiamo su insomma su praticamente modern since 20 years fact non di sentence with good from wallet fact non di sentence with good from wallet also to log for fact with reasons 20 years and also this beautiful painted messages always visible near also always better visible for me needs and diri in shot at secondo me in shot si cade che riuscite per sottivisible in general visible se si cade riuscite per sottivisible su bianchi cortini su general visible sono si chiese for me better visible sentire in shot sono si chiese at secondo me in general shot and finally from the keyboard magic 614 PG 625 also si chiese in shot e siamo in vivo lo facciamo anni, forse yesterday getting to her, so my brother and my sister, so myself, plus was kids, and finally I hope you will get back. Today it's late in general, miss most from us, couldn't see late from us, but the more important is to fare fuori la legge. On December 9th, the street was stato in fact in the breakfast, Fienten e siamo lieti. A restart Twitter, at Fienten in parte meditative, was we essere su, as a thing at the record is a girl, is about 3, so such, we do repeat, close to the garden record, late was from Mars, they are just rolling, obviously, just rolling quote, 13 and 13 and 6. The really important thing to show is remember that in some way also today fortunately with the soul, I'm really hungry. And as you must say, e che fa si su questo no, most ultimo telefono word, absolutely. As you know, since you weeks, I'm short and for biscuits, the red and these, but there are two important things that I will say. Red and these, the first one is about the milk for the new shots, totally against it, the coffee, obviously. Tu sei chocolate, fa che suona la shirt, fragment video, the shirt. And within this also the fact that Nicolas breakfast was a moment is a disaster in particular. The second thing is about resilience. Fact, and if there are a beautiful series that the Conan did resilience. For me, insert second place position because at the first place position for me, the Pammy the resilience. In fact, always I truly recommend them to you because they are really superb. Also, tomorrow I suppose if I don't die. Fuck, I don't know until tomorrow to happen, and I will see. Mr. Lynch lives or will be live forever. Good morning, Mr. Massimo, Mr. Simply, or 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 simply, stay there, it's March 22 or 27, 2025, it's a Sunday. Today, I would like to wish even if they are on December 11, 2022, to age 85, I would like to wish a very happy 88th birthday to the grand, legendary, and unique Master Angelo Badalamenti. Angelo very happy 88th birthday, and also here is a present or gift by me for the full version of this Seoul's my Kebab channels for the full version of this video, and also happy Water Day, International Water Day to everyone. In fact this is also a track in certain operating school for the movie Dark Water is one of the motivation for the movie, one of the movie which stagionalmente in questo video quando sono not Lynch on the movies. Neighbors, they Tiamat, let us see need the sky. Valium, cloudy, cloudis, it's a cloudy, clouds, tutto simultaneo, let us see cloudy, and it's really practically 13